I'm your host, Maggie Okshimovich, and I am here with my teammates Gavin Everett and Izzy Tone. Gavin, what was the most challenging part of your role and why?
I would say the most challenging part of this role was learning about the Jacob School music and a cappella, especially about like the role that Matthew had and getting to know, exactly what he did and all the hard work that goes into it.
What was something you learned through the process of reporting the story?
Something I learned through the process of reporting is that there are different majors out there, and these majors are not always easy. I've learned about the complex in day-to-day schedule that Matthew had. And like I said before, the long hours that go into it. And originally I thought, the media school and the business school were kind of hard thing, the only hard majors, especially because those are like the two that I'm taking. So really getting to know Jacob School music and the complexity of it was, good for me to learn. And it was something I learned during the process.
Izzy, what was the most challenging part of your role and why?
I think the most difficult part about my role was it was just kind of time consuming in a sense, because I had the editing portion of the video, and just using Premiere Pro can sometimes be a little bit difficult, and clipping down, we had around 40 minutes of film, and just clipping it down to 2.5 minutes was kind of hard, and just finding like the best spots to clip down, I think was kind of the most hard part. So yeah, I would just say clipping down like all of our film was definitely the hardest part for me.
What was something you learned through the process of reporting the story?
Something that I learned during the interviewing process was how rough it is kind of for the Jacob School of Music students. I wasn't really aware of like what they have to go through and like how busy they are and how much really goes into being within that program. And I think it was just really eye-opening to see how many students have so many issues with mental health because they're so overworked and deal with burnout so often.
For me, the most challenging part of my role was having the confidence to ask my interview subjects hard questions, because it is uncomfortable to ask people difficult questions. I don't want to make my subjects upset or strike or on tone with them, as that can make the rest of the process harder. Through the process of reporting the story, I learned that working well with your team is crucial. You need to be very upfront with your team if you can or cannot do something, and that you need to be willing to hear out everyone's ideas.